Hey, you're broke because you're afraid. You're broke because you're afraid. All right, you're watching Money Moves with Knowledgeable Nick. I'm here to help you get more money and keep it, okay? I want to give you an example of a story in the Bible of someone who was broke because he was afraid, all right? And it's the parable of the talents. Basically, I'll give you a quick rundown of that. There was a master and he entrusted talents. Talents are dollars. Let's just say he entrusted dollars, okay? And he entrusted dollars to three separate people. One, he gave, let's just say $500. He gave $500 to one, $300 to another, and $100 to the third one. All right. The one with $500 doubled the money. The one with the $300 doubled the money. And the one with the $100 buried the money and hid it because he was afraid. Okay. So sometimes in life, we are too attached to money. We're afraid of what other people think. Oh man, what if I try this thing out and I lose a little money? What if I invest in that stock and it goes down? Well, you only lose money if you think about it the wrong way, okay? Well, I've invested in stocks that went down, okay? In the short term, they went down or they just weren't a good investment, okay? So I've lost money. I wasn't afraid to put that money up and get some experience. So I put that money up and I had an experience where I lost money, but I wasn't afraid to do that. Okay, so while I lost the money, guess what? I now learned a better way to evaluate a stock. So because I wasn't afraid to lose the money, I also wasn't afraid to learn a lesson. I wasn't afraid to learn a lesson, and I was able to learn a lesson about what kind of companies that you should be investing in. I learned a lot about my emotions, okay? I learned about my emotions. See, here's the other thing. If you have a stock and it's going down in the short term, you may lose money because you're afraid that you're going to lose money and you sell it, okay? So that same stock that if I were, I sold it because it wasn't going anywhere, and then we're talking 4 or 5 years later, had I just held, it would have gone up, okay? But I was afraid to lose that money in that scenario. And, you know, I missed out, okay? I missed out. I was afraid. I was afraid, you know? Same thing with Dogecoin. When Dogecoin came out and it hit 7 cents for that first time, me and my friends, we bought it. And it started going down right after we bought it, and we sold. Okay, well then the next day or a couple days later, it was like 70 cents. All right, so it went from 7 cents to 70 cents. And because we were afraid to lose that money, we lost. We lost out on the opportunity there. So I just want to encourage you guys to not be afraid to take some risks, okay? Money is made in the mind. Money is made and lost in the mind, okay? And I'll explain that to you right now. My mind has an idea that causes me to make an action, that causes me to get a result. My mind was afraid, the fear of loss. Oh crap, I better sell before I lose more. And guess what? I just had an unhealthy attachment with that money. Had I just been more emotionally, you know, not afraid to lose it, let it go down, guess what? It went back up 10 times. It went back up 10 times. So this is specifically a stock example that I've had in life. But I mean, you got to take some risks in life. You can't be afraid to start that business. You can't be afraid to start that new job. You have to go in and face your fears and overcome. You guys can do it. I believe in you. I make these videos because I believe in you. I make the videos because I believe in you, and I want to help you have more money in your bank account. And it starts a lot of the issue. You can have all the financial success tools at your fingertips, but it doesn't matter if you can't master your own mind and your own emotions. I want to say that again. You can have all the financial tools in your tool belt. You could know all the technical analysis. You can know how to start the business, but if you are not mastering your emotions and your mind, you will not succeed financially. You will not succeed financially. I'll give you another example from the book, The Psychology of Money. There was this guy, he shorted the market He shorted the stock market the day before the Great Depression, or right before the Great Depression, and he came home, and his wife was scared that they lost everything, and he comes home and completely calm, and he's like, I shorted the market today, you know, we're rich, okay? And they were like, thank God. But guess what happened? He couldn't control his emotion. He couldn't take he couldn't stop himself, and he went and did it again, and he lost all of his money. And then I believe he unalived himself. Read the book The Psychology of Money. I will actually put that book in the description so you guys can learn about that. But I mean, it's just crucial to manage your emotions. It's crucial to manage your emotions, guys. That's how you make money. That's how you make money, by managing your emotions.